Hi friends, what is today? It is Tuesday. Welcome to yet another vlog / we're just going to chat for a few minutes. I look a hot mess. I've been messing with my hair because I was clipping out some of my dead ends. Like my dead ends look really, really bad. And then I realized I was cutting out my curls. And then I feel like the hair grease that I put in it the other day, I put too much of it in it and it's definitely weighing it down. That was a mistake. We have the gala tomorrow. I want to wash my hair and have my hair nice, fresh, and clean for the gala tomorrow because I need my curls to pop. I just spent the whole evening getting everything steamed and ready to go. Tomorrow's the big gala. I'm pretty excited about it. My shoes are a little bit blingy. I'm not the blingy girl like I used to be. They're a little bit frightening to me, but I ordered them off of Amazon. They didn't cost a lot of money, but I wanted something that was going to stand out because my dress is very basic. So I wanted my shoes to kind of offset the basicness of my dress. So anyway, I will share that all with you all tomorrow. We'll do an OOTD to show you what we're wearing. Go in here and wash her, and then we're going to have a little moment. I'm going to put on some PJs. We're going to have a little moment of chatting because I have something that's on my mind and I feel like I'll feel better if I get it off my mind. I honestly vlogged yesterday, vlogged earlier today, and I'm going to hold on to that footage because I still may put it up. I need to get something off my chest. And you all know, I feel like whenever God puts something in my mind or my heart, my spirit, I have to let it out. And this is something that I feel like someone else can benefit from, as well as I'm talking myself through something. But I do want to take just a moment and talk about this little shawl that I have on. One of my subscribers, Mona, gave me this, oh gosh, I would say 5-6 years ago. It's been a minute. And I loved it when she gave it to me. I was just so like, oh my gosh, I wore it all the time that first year that I got it, and then I kind of slowed off wearing it a little bit. But every winter I would wear this because it was just such the perfect little shawl. It hangs so beautifully. Monique, I think I'm gonna have to let her go. Look at it. Look, she's falling apart. The faux is falling apart. I'm very sad because I was so excited when I put this on this morning, and when I got to work and I went to the bathroom, our bathroom floor is white, and I saw all these little black speckles there. Right now, my sink, there's black speckles all over the sink because this is definitely shedding, it's peeling, it's falling apart. I'm gonna miss her. Thank you for all the wonderful things you've done for me. You have definitely done some wonderful things for me since I've known you, and I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. I could get teary-eyed thinking about how wonderful you've been with me. And this is a shawl that I don't want to get rid of because I feel like I'm getting rid of them. I could go on forever, but I'm going to stop because I need to go in here, get this hair wash, and then we're going to have a little moment because I need to unleash. I need to get some things off my chest. Some things I'll boggle up inside and I got to release it. I thought I would share this footage that never came to light. Those nails are beautiful though, aren't they? Good morning. Happy, I don't know, what day is it? I think it's Wednesday. I didn't get back to y'all last night. I kind of did. I did in a sense. I tried. My mouth couldn't quite deliver what my heart was feeling. And so I decided to just scratch it all, get a good night's sleep. I was honestly praying that I was going to wake up this morning and have altogether new feelings. Didn't work out as planned either. But yeah, so anyway, you've seen the title. The title says, I've been ghosted. What the heck? Or something like that. I don't know really. At this point, I don't know what the title's going to say. But somewhere in that realm of things, I relate so many things to how God unfolds things to me. And it allows me to be able to speak what I feel is in a more clear-minded way, I guess. Recently, very recently, I was ghosted for the second time by a really close friend that I've been friends with since military days. We have gone through things as friends, grew apart, pulled ourselves back together, vowed that we'd never let anything come between us. We were going to be friends till the end. First time I was ghosted, I think it was, I don't even want to make excuses. I was ghosted, okay? Broke me, hurt me, because you have someone in your life that you can find your deepest, darkest secrets with, someone that you really, truly think will always be there, that cushion, that hug, that forever friend, and it go awry. It hurts. Life happens. We're human. I'm a forgiving person. I did understand you deep down inside that person's a good person, right? So I was like, okay, hey, we're good. Ghosted number 2 recently. I'm still going to stand by my word. Everything, just because certain people do certain things to you, don't necessarily mean that they're bad people. I do believe that. I think sometimes people just get all jumbled up in their minds and their feelings and their life. They react, but reactions have consequences. So that being said, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about my little situation, but just wanting to talk in general because honestly, not too long ago, I had an email and I was trying to figure out the right time to bring that up. I was actually going to do it later on, but then my situation happened. There's a couple podcasts that I listen to at night sometime if I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't sleep. I had gotten up to go to the bathroom last night. As I was trying to go back to sleep, my mind was racing. So I thought, okay, pop on this podcast, listen to them. They have calming voices. It'll put you back to sleep. It always does. And lo and behold, one of the situations that they were going over on the podcast was speaking of ghosting. And I thought, okay, I guess I need to talk about it. Really do need to talk about it. I think last night when I tried to talk about it, I wasn't convinced that it was the right time. And then confirmation came through, and now I know it's the right time. And it's really strange to me because the word ghosted, I remember when I first started hearing it, I had no idea what people meant. And I was like, what is this ghosted thing? What does that exactly mean? So I Googled it. Good old Google, it broke it down. By all intended purposes, I've been ghosted. The email from one of my subscribers that I got was asking me for advice on being ghosted. Confirmation through the podcast that I was listening to. We're speaking of ghosted. I need a sip of my Simply Modern mug. By the way, I got to work super early this morning because I needed to do this. It was weighing so heavy on my heart this morning and some emotional feelings right now. And I thought, you know what? This is probably the best time to relay exactly what you're wanting to say. At 59 years old, I'm using a term that I would have never thought, it just never even came to my mind that it would be a real term. But here we are in 2025. There's all kinds of words, terms, and whatnot, and emojis and everything to tell our story in the world that we live in now. Here we go. Ghosted. First of all, I want to say to anybody that have ever been ghosted or have been a ghoster. First, let's talk to the ghosters. I want to ask you, what is the purpose of ghosting someone? Is it that you're not man enough or woman enough to look that person in the eye and say what you feel? If that's the case, why is that? What is it that you've got going on in your brain that tells you that you can't be a man and you can't be a woman and you can't just share your true feelings, that maybe you don't want to be bothered with that person anymore. Maybe that person hurt your feelings, or in the dating world, maybe you just don't vibe. I don't know. Best friends. I no longer want to be your friend anymore. I've outgrown you. Whether it's a love relationship or whether it's a bestie, girlfriend to girlfriend, girlfriend to guy friend to guy friend, whatever it is. If you wake up one day or over a period of time, whatever, and you realize that this other person you don't feel the same way. What is wrong with just being a man or woman and saying, look, you know what? I've been doing some soul searching. I've been doing deep thought. I prayed about it. I don't care. Whatever. Like, whatever it was that got you to the point that you are at, right? And let that person know. Because I'm going to tell you that on the other side of the track, when I listen to so many other people that have spoken about what it feels like to be ghosted, whether it's been in a love relationship or just a friendship. And I will say that there's very little differences sometimes between a love relationship and a friend relationship in the sense of being ghosted, because either way, when you have a love relationship, obviously you love that person, right? It's a different kind of love. But when you're in a friendship, you also love that person. Either way, those people have been a vital part of your life for whatever reason. If it's the lover, that's been your person that you've laid close to at night, that you have shared intimate moments with. If it's a bestie type of friend, then you have probably shared stories of your most intimate moments with said significant others. Either way, your feelings, you're hurt, you're broken, your heart is longing for something that is no longer there. But more importantly, your heart is confused, because when someone ghosts you, it's a disrespectfulness. It's as if that person is saying that everything that happened prior to that meant absolutely nothing to them. Then you get into your feelings. How could I be so oblivious? How could I not see this coming? I'm going to say for myself personally, being ghosted twice by the same person, shame on me, because I allowed myself to trust again. And from that, that's where I got. So then you really get in your feelings, because then you're like, okay, I really just allowed myself to be made a fool of. And it's hurtful and it's shameful. Backstory, my subscriber wanted me to be very vague because of possibility of whoever will be listening to my video, that they didn't want things to be figured out. And I totally respect that. So we're going to talk very general. And talking to my subscriber and listening to the emotion side of being ghosted. Being ghosted by someone that you love in a relationship for reasons the relationship ended. You stay close, you had a bond, you vowed that nothing would ever come between you. You would always love and respect each other, but life for the two of you was not going to work at its current moment. We always said our hearts will be open for another time, another day, when our lives are different, but we will always love and respect each other, and we would never ever do anything to harm the other person. In the course of sharing your normal day-to-day, you're laughing, you're talking to each other, you're on top of the world because you have this friendship, and this friendship is never going to end, and you're able to get past the story that you had before, and you're feeling great, right? And then all of a sudden, everything just stops. Your messages are going unread. Your phone calls are going unanswered. For all intended purposes, this person has vanished, disappeared, poof, gone. You got all of these emotions thinking, I've been made a fool of. I've been hurt. This person never cared. This, that, like all of these thoughts, right? Going through your head. I don't have the answers for it. I have a moment. I'm driving right now to pick up some lunch. I thought I would just go ahead and say it. And if I need to add this into the video, I will. It's not you. You are not the reason that people choose to do the things that they do. I think that's something that we all have to remind ourselves. I have to remind myself of that. I've been in my feelings all day today, thinking about what makes a person do that. It really makes a person feel the need to do that. I have to remind myself as well that I can't control other people. You need not try. You have to let people just do themselves. Hopefully at some point in their lives they realize the consequences for their actions, or shall I say lack thereof their actions. It's not you, and for the cliche, it's not you, it's them. You're able to figure out if they are okay in the sense that hopefully nothing has happened to your person. That is the only thing that you can do. You cannot consume yourself with worry and know that it is them and not you, because there is no true answer for it. You think about it. I can't speak for the other person, and I can't speak for you. And honestly, sometimes I don't even know if I can speak for myself when I think about my situation. Where does that leave you? It leaves you feeling broken, hurt, angry. Yeah, angry, because you can get anger out of that. You can sure get anger out of that. You can surely feel, what the heck, right? Then there's that other side. Messages go unread. Phone calls aren't being answered. There's nowhere to get the information that you need. Then you go into that other factor, that something happened. In life, there are people that close their eyes and they never wake up. They're gone. Times when things like that happen, there's somebody out there that thought that they would have the next day, have tomorrow or a week from there to explain or share or talk to them. And then they wake up and that person's gone. So there's that side of you that you're thinking that something happened. And also I think there's that hopeful side, that not that you want anything to happen to them. You don't want them hurt, or worst case scenario, you don't want them gone from the face of the earth. If something's wrong, then at least I know they didn't just ghost me. So you're like almost on a hopefulness of thinking like, okay, maybe they were sick, or, maybe they, whatever. Like you start creating these thoughts in your head. And then through creating those thoughts in your head, then somehow or another it swings back around to anger, because maybe it's none of those things. Maybe that person just decided to be a butthead and treat you like that. You just sway back and forth on all of these emotions. If I could keep the world from going through those type of emotions, I would. If I could wave a wand, if I could say a statement or get my point across well enough to where everybody will wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm not going to be a ghoster. All of my ghosted people, give them comfort to know that they'll never be ghosted again. I can't solve the ghosting problem. I can't fix the situation with my subscriber. I can just speak on it. The thing is I honestly don't know the age group of my subscriber. I really don't. And it's irrelevant, because whether she's 30, whether she's 40, whether she's 59 like myself or older, it doesn't really matter, because apparently in this world that we live in, ghosting has no age limit. It will happen. There are people in this world that are not man enough or woman enough to speak straightforward to you about whatever it is that they're going through. They'd rather drop off. They'd rather hurt you. They'd rather to just leave you wondering. They'd rather just treat you in the worst possible way. Because to me, that is the worst possible way, because you're left with so much uncertainty. You have no idea. You reach out and then you start feeling like, okay, am I being overbearing? Should I just stop trying to reach out? Because I don't want to be that person, right? You don't want to be the nagger. You don't want to be the person. If they don't really want anything to do with you, then you don't want to be that person. So much uncertainty that's left. I don't know why it is that I needed to speak on this today. Maybe there's more than one person that's going through. Maybe there's a ghoster out there that's going to see this video. Maybe it's going to change their way. Maybe it'll change the person that ghosted me. Maybe it'll make them a little bit different. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it will help a person that's been ghosted. I have never been a person that would literally just drop off the face of the earth. I have been a person that, as a friendship or even in a relationship, as I saw it disintegrating, as I saw it falling apart, slowly but surely I made my point across that we are probably going to need to go our separate ways. But there's never been a guy that I was in a relationship with, or someone that I was like in a full-on conversation with, whether it was in a relationship, that I just stopped cold turkey and just no explanation, just nothing. I will let you know this isn't working for me. The girlfriend relationships or girl to guy friend relationships, whatever, in my years of being here on this earth, I pride myself on always being straightforward with you, always saying, you know what, this isn't working. I'm done. or I need to step back, I need a break, I need some time. But I will never at any point leave a person to wonder, to be broken, to be left feeling that they didn't really matter. Every person deserves to know the why to whatever the situation might be. Every person deserves to know the why to whatever the situation might be. If you made it this far and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so now. Turn on your notification. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you are a returning subscriber, you already know the love I feel for you. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.